do you think, Joel? Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of the Miss Strawberry Makes podcast. I'm Michelle, also known as Miss Strawberry Shortgirl on Instagram, MissMichelleBelle on Ravelry, and you can find the show notes for this podcast on my blog, The Strawberry Cottage Journal. The link to that is down below this video. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. I just want to say hello and welcome, and I'm so happy you're here to all the new subscribers. Oh my goodness, I'm just blown away. So excited. Overwhelmed, actually. Sandra of Cherry Heart mentioned my little bitty podcast on her amazing, crazy, awesome podcast. And I got lots of new friends from that. I am just so tickled that, Sandra, that you even, mentioned mine, because it, just seems so not much to me, because it's just me sitting here in my studio talking to myself, but that you guys like my makes and like my style, that's just, so encouraging and so exciting. And I'm gushing. I'm sorry. This is probably really embarrassing. But I don't even care. I don't even care. Isn't that awful? So, yeah. So just thanks, Sandra. It means a lot. And welcome to all you new followers. I think I've got nearly 100 more subscribers than I did with my last podcast I just made last week. So hopefully this will be up to you guys' expectations. If you have any expectations. I don't know. Now I'm just babbling. I need to stop. I'm drinking some nice candy cane coffee. Is that bad to have coffee in this teacup? It's Millie Green. It's a set. I'll show everything to you guys at the end of the podcast in the looky what I got segment, but oh my goodness, how cute is this cup? I'm just so in love with it. It's so darling. I love it. And I think it's okay to have coffee in it too. I don't think it's offensive. But, wow. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. I dropped my pen. Okay. Let me think. I wrote my stuff down like a good girl. I told you where to find me, who I am. Oh, one thing about Ravelry, I am working on making a group for followers of this podcast and stuff. So, and it's called the Strawberry Patch. I thought that'd be cute. But hopefully it doesn't sound too, quilty with patch. But, whatever. Doesn't matter anyway. So it's not really ready for viewing yet. Just to let you know I'm working on that. I have to figure out how to get the little logo made and everything. So, because I mostly am just doing everything with my phone these days, and it can be a little harder to do some of that stuff. I'll have to find an app to do that with. Because, yeah, we won't talk about the computer. But, so, and that's one reason that these videos aren't the greatest quality as I wish they would be. I mean, actually, my camera on my phone takes a pretty good video, but the app, I think, that I use to edit the video kind of must make the quality a little less, although even that isn't as bad as once it's uploaded to YouTube. I think my upload speed isn't very good, but I mean, where I live, there's not much I can do about that because I live in the country and I'm just very limited as to what internet service I can get. We have the fastest that is possible as far as I know, without paying like stupid money for it. So, but I mean, hopefully you can at least see what I'm trying to show you and everything. So, okay. Let's start off with finished objects / works in progress is the kids' Christmas present socks. I have been a sock knitting machine. Here is what I have. I have it in a cute basket. I have Wesley's done. 12-year-old Wesley. I didn't make his match. I just started where it ended, and I don't think it matters because it's such a gradual change. I would have had to get rid of a lot of yarn even actually to make a match, but I think just coordinating is maybe better than matching with him. Make him a little more interesting. Excuse me, sorry, the coffee. So yeah, pleased with his, and that is Knit Picks Chroma Fingering in Lakefront. And then I made, on the other end of the scale, little Joel's, 2-year-old Joel. I did the same with him, but this is Knit Picks Chroma Fingering in New Leaf. Those are the little Jolie socks. Look how little, so little. And I tried them on them, and they fit. So, happy with those. And then next, I made just one size up. Annalise, my 3-year-old niece. Annalise, my little niece. Made hers the Knit Picks Felici and Candy Shop. And I did make hers match, because I thought with the distinct stripes it'd be nice for them to match, and it might be a bigger deal to the girls than it would have been to the boys. So there's those. Love those. That was my favorite of the Felici yarns I got. But then look at these. Abby, aged 9, Cheshire Grin of the Felici. Made hers match too. These I actually like much better worked up than I did even as a ball of yarn. I really like these. And I like how it worked out that the cuff and the heel were the same, although the toes, it didn't work out for them to be the same. But, you know, still, I like that the cuff and heel are the same, even though it's all of the same yarn, not a separate yarn. So happy with those. Hers I made one size smaller than what I would make for myself, because her feet are probably 2 or 3 shoe sizes smaller than mine, but you know, with socks it's different. For Wesley's, I had used this booklet, as I told you last time, and made the plain socks for a go-go guy. And then for the rest of the kids so far, I've used this little booklet. Socks, Mittens, and Accessories, Coats and Clarks. This one is also vintage, and it's a little worse for wear now. 1969. Some of these things are horrible. I would never make them. But, like, I'm not a big fan of that. She looks like an acorn. I'm sorry, that's not nice, but it's the truth. So anyway, but it's got this pattern for just plain socks, but in a whole range of sizes, which was really nice. made the smallest size for Joel, next size up for Annalise, and then the two, what I'm working on, these are James's. I'm making him the next size up from Annalise, and I'll do the same for Jack, my two 5-year-old nephews. They're not twins, they're cousins, but they are just 3 months apart in age. 2 months, I think. Yeah, just 2 months apart in age. There are little 5-year-olds, and this, again, is the lakefront, just like Wesley's, and then Jack will have New Leaf, just like Joel. So, yeah, this is a really handy little pattern. I'm glad I found this booklet in my stash. And then this one I just stuck in here because it's cute. It's like inspiration. I love vintage booklets and patterns and things. This one is 1950. It's a bit older, which is even better. And I like finding little things in there that the previous owners left in there. She's got a little pattern she wrote out. Minnie from Greece must have told her about. Greece, the country. She spelled knit with an E. And pearl with an E too. She knit Knite. Night. And pearl P-E-R-L instead of P-U-R-L. Which is kind of cute. I just like finding those little things like that. It's like a time capsule almost. And little things. So, what else can I tell you about the socks? They're going swimmingly. I'm going to be done well in time. My idea is when I give them to them, since Christmas Eve is a Sunday this year, I will see them all at church. So I'm going to give them these on Christmas Eve at church. My idea is to roll up the one sock, stick it down in the toe of t'other, and then fill the rest of it with some goodies like candies. And I was thinking for Abby maybe like a fun little lotion, maybe some chapstick or lip gloss. You know, fun things like that. So then it's like a stocking, but also a pair of socks. So I thought that was kind of a fun idea. Gotta get the little insides for that. But that's easy enough. So I will be done well in enough time. Plenty of time. Which, it's kind of funny. I'm horrible. I am notorious for not finishing gifts on time. My oldest nephew, Wesley, I gave him a one-sleeve sweater once for his birthday, and I was knitting the other sleeve at his birthday party. So, yeah, I'm pretty bad. But I think I didn't bite off more than I could chew this time. I think it'll actually be doable. Because what it is I always think I can do way more than I'm actually going to be able to get done. But that's my problem, and I'm a procrastinator. I'll leave things till the last minute. But like I said, these should be done well in enough time. Oh, and I never told you, the needles I'm using are bamboo. They are Clover brand from Japan. Takumi premium bamboo knitting needles. These, and they're size 2. 2.75 millimeters for you Brits. These I think I got at my favorite thrift store. So I probably only paid like 50 cents or $1 for them. So, and I use them all the time. They're the perfect size. I like size 2 for knitting socks. So that's that. Okay. Let's check that off. Oh, why don't, as far as I already talked about this last week, but I'll show you what I'm wearing because it is completely finished. It's my Julgran Sweater by Andi Satterlund. I love it. I got the pom-poms sewn on. I love them so much. They're so wonderful. I'm like, what else can I sew pom-poms onto? Actually, Bobbins had a jumper. I think it was plain gray, and it had pom-poms every so often all over it. I was like, that's really cute. Just a plain jumper, but then it had pom-poms. Maybe I should steal that idea. But I'm happy with this for right now. I can model it for you if you'd like. It's cropped length, so it's not the best with jeans, but I just wore a long tiny fit. Kind of coordinates with it. Because, yeah, this isn't the most flattering length, but I like it a lot. I love this sweater. This collar, it's wonderful. I love it. This yarn is so soft. Gloss DK from Knit Picks. You remember me telling you I used a size 9 needle instead of a size 8 to do this part, because I didn't think it would matter too much, but to be honest, I kind of wish I would have used the size 8, because when it's on, it does stretch out a bit to where you can see through it a little bit, but I mean, I always wear a tank under them anyway, just to kind of protect them even, and just, you know, added warmth and everything. And it keeps the yarn cleaner for longer too. What else am I thinking? But yeah, other than that, I do love it. I feel like it fits really nicely. The sleeves were done with short rows, just picked up, kind of like socks. Does anyone else, does your working back and forth look way different than working in the round? Like, hopefully I'm doing it right. I mean, I've been doing it for years, but I just feel like it really shows up more. Like, you can markedly see where it changed. Maybe I have been knitting incorrectly for my entire life. I don't know. It's been working so far. Maybe I'm just making more out of it than I need to. But anyway, really happy with this sweater. So cozy. I wore it to a Christmas party we had with some of our friends at a coffee shop, and it's fun to wear it. Yeah. So I had trouble finding in my closet a skirt to wear with it. I had a skirt in my mind that I wanted to wear with it, but the length of it just wasn't quite right, and like, it's slightly pleated, the skirt is. The skirt just needs to make up its mind whether it's straight or pleated, because it's somewhere in between. It's not like completely pleated, and it's not straight because it's got some pleats. So, but I love the fabric of it. I got it at a thrift store. It's a pastel plaid. I mean, I love it. I need to just rework it into something else, but I don't really feel up to that right now. So I've been meaning to, I actually ended up just wearing this with my black knit skater skirt I didn't make it. It's a store-bought one, but I wear it a lot this time of year. I ended up wearing that with this, even though I wanted a more overall pastel look, but the black was fine. It probably actually calmed the sweater down a little bit, maybe. But this is what I intend to make a skater skirt to go with it out of. This is a beautiful vintage wool plaid. Got this at my favorite thrift store for probably something silly like $2 or less, because they are very nicely priced on their fabrics. But I have been saving this for a very long time. In fact, when I first got it, it smelled awful, like mothballs. Although I should thank whoever, the previous owner who did that, because there are no moth holes in this, which is wonderful. But it finally doesn't smell like mothballs anymore. But I think I want to make a skater skirt out of this. For the longest time, I wanted to make a little capelet out of this. I thought that would be really cute. But to be honest, there's not quite enough of it to do that justice. It'd have to be kind of an in-between length. So I think the skirt might actually be a better use. Actually, I could probably get a skater skirt and a very short capelet. Almost just more for looks than for warmth. Although, would that be silly to have matching? Would that be too matchy-matchy? I don't know. We'll think about it. I tend to do things more is more anyway, so maybe it'd be okay. Ew, it's not as good when it gets cold, just to warn you. I should probably drink it real quick. It's still good. It's just not as good as when it's piping hot. Sorry, I think I was mumbling. Hopefully you could understand me. Not that it actually matters, because I'm talking about my coffee. So anyway, that's my plan for this. I'm actually supposed to be sewing today. We've been so busy this week. I haven't had a chance. I haven't been home, like, except to sleep, basically. Watch Perry Mason, eat supper, and sleep. Okay, I'm not going there. Okay, So yeah, I'm supposed to be sewing today, but part of the problem is I could not decide which project I wanted to do. And I thought, well, it's a nice day. It's, you know, not too overcast. Maybe I can get a podcast done. So I'm lollygagging by doing a podcast instead of sewing. So which should I do first? Which should I do? The skater skirt, the candy dress. Remember this candy fabric? It's all washed. It needs ironed. Oh, it's so cute. It's double border. It'll go fabulous with my Christmas decks decor. Or the Jemima. The Jemima Puddle Duck Christmas fabric dress. Which should I do first? Probably the skater skirt, because I'm probably gonna, since I have this done, I need to have something I love to go with it so that I'll, like, wear it to death, you know? But I really want to make that candy dress. You know, if I got cracking, I could do the skater skirt and the candy dress and just hold off on the Jemima Puddle Duck dress. Because, you know what, by the time next year comes, I may not even want to do the candy theme anymore. And so I should get it done this year while I'm still into it. Whereas I'll always be into Beatrix Potter stuff, so I could hold off a little bit on the Jemima Puddle Duck. Because it's perennial. I've loved it for years and years. That's what I'll do. Skater skirt first. Candy dress next, if I have time. Plus I have a couple odd jobs I need to do for other people. Should do the odd jobs first, you know, priorities. And then save Jemima. That's what I'll do. Okay, you guys helped me to think it through. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, so thus concludes the works in progress section. Finished object section and just random stuff I felt like talking about section. Okay, now we're ready for the looky what I got. That is where I tell you about incoming wonderfulness that I have received. Oh, well, first off was, I already showed you the cup. Mom got me just for fun, just because she loves me and she's so nice and I love her. She got me this set from Home Goods, I think. But cookies, nom 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 nom, butterscotch biscuits. I mean, I call them cookies, but they're biscuits, made in England even. What? And then some afternoon tea, all with the super adorable packaging by Millie Green. I love it. So excited. I will probably keep this tin because I am a hoarder. Excited to try those biscuits. Well, I've been trying to be good, which is very hard this time of year. Well, actually all time of year. It's hard. Okay, so that's one incoming goodie. Looky what I got. And the other, I shared this on my Instagram. My cousin actually got me this beautiful, beautiful set for Christmas. A David's Tea teacup. I'm, like I said, hoarder. I'm probably going to save this box. It's so nice. And find little odds and ends to put in it. That's the thing about when you're a crafter. You always need storage for little odds and ends anyway. I've actually used this cup a few times. I just put it in the box so you could see how beautiful the packaging was. Look at this beauty. Isn't it gorgeous? The glimmery stars. Golden stars and white stars. I love it, and it's such a pretty little shape. It doesn't have a saucer, but I have so many like spare saucers of vintage. I collect pastel dishes, and I have a Blu-ray pastel saucer that's kind of like a blue, I don't know the name of it. I'm not that big of a collector, more just like anything I can find really cheap. But I put it with that, and that's pretty. But so I probably won't use this again until after the new year, because I'll be using my Christmassy one from Mama. And then she also, my sweet cousin Hannah, gave me this little pouch of travel pouch, 5 sachets, to steep on the go of some yummy, yummy teas. And I love this little bag. It's got Christmas lights on it. And that will be used for bits and bobs, crafting bits and bobs. But it's got these yummy, yummy teas inside. Chocolate covered almond, apple cider, nutty and spice, coffee cake. I'm really excited about that one. And organic sweet almond green. These I'm saving until the last 5 days before Christmas. And I'm going to use them like an advent calendar. Have one each of the 5 days before Christmas. And maybe I'll try and do like a little vlogmas that's been so popular right now. And I'm really enjoying watching. My favorite one to watch is Little Bobbins, of course. Danny, I just love seeing little snippets of her life. So, and she has a tea advent calendar. So, as well as a yarn advent calendar, which would be amazing. That would be fun. So that's my plan for that. And then, speaking of Danny of Little Bobbins, she just came out with a sock pattern for her Christmas Eve cast-on. And I've been hearing about her Christmas Eve cast-on and just thinking, oh my goodness, that sounds like such a good idea. You cast on a pair of socks on Christmas Eve, and that's just like a little tradition she has. And I'm thinking I need to buy her new pattern. And I have this yarn, so I'll probably just use it, even though it's Felici. It's called Spring Blooms. But to be honest, I only really wear warm socks in the winter or fall. In spring and summer, not so much. I mean, I'm usually ready for warmer weather things by then. Even if it is still cold out, I don't know, I'm just ready for warm things. But so even though it's called Spring Blooms, I think I'll use this for the Christmas Eve cast on because it's got so much green and it kind of goes with my Christmas theme colors I have going on this year anyway. So it's kind of like Christmas to me. So that's my plan for that. Hopefully her pattern, it's so cute. It has like a little Christmas tree in it. Hopefully it'll work okay with a striped sock because the yarn she used wasn't striped, but hopefully it'll work out. It'll be fine either way. I'm just really excited about that. I think that's a fun tradition to start. So yeah, that is actually all I have for you guys today. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to, if you enjoyed this. And if you made it this far, good for you. I don't know how long this is right now, but I have a short attention span, so I'm always grateful for the people who make it to the end, because I know how hard it is. But, yeah. So, today is Friday, December 15th. 10 more days till Christmas. Ah, so excited. I love Christmas. I've really been having a hard time feeling really festive this year for some reason, though. I mean, you probably wouldn't know it to look at me, because I've been wearing Christmas clothes every day. I'm all decked out for Christmas. I listen to Christmas music. I drink out of Christmas teacups. But I've just been, I don't know, I think maybe it's because it hasn't snowed here, and the weather has been kind of wonky. Like, it'll get nice and cold, and then it'll get kind of balmy in, like, 50s and things. And it's like, this is not Christmas weather. I want snow, and everyone keeps getting snow. So I'm just being a little brat, apparently, wanting snow. But, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. It did snow a little bit, actually, on the way to the Christmas party I was going to with some of my friends. It was snowed on the way there. I really wish I would have gotten some video of outside the coffee shop, the snow falling, because they had pretty twinkle lights outside the coffee shop, and they had coffee filter snowflakes cut out. It was so pretty and so charming, but I was so excited to go and see my friends that I didn't stop to take video. Now I'm really kicking myself about that, but that's okay. Maybe it'll snow, and if not, it'll still be Christmas. It'll still be the remembrance of the birth of our Savior. So that's really what it's about. It's not about snow, you know, it's about Jesus. So just got to keep that in perspective. So yeah, okay. Now I'm really done chatting at you guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and can't wait to see you next time.